Over the years, the Bachelor series has given a platform to some of the very most interesting characters. The list goes on and on. Luke Parker, Queen Victoria Larson, and frickin' Juan Pablo. However, many viewers believe the current contestant, Shanae Enke, has not only earned a place on the Mount Rushmore of Bachelor villains, but she has also claimed the title of the worst contestant in franchise history. That's a bold statement, but if you've been following Shanae on Clayton Eckert's season, you know she's been working hard to prove that she's as nasty as they come. She began, of course, by making fun of Elizabeth's ADHD. In one scenario, evil prevailed over good, and Clayton ended up sending Elizabeth home and handing Shanae a rose. Enke pretended for a moment that she would turn over a new leaf now that her garlic butter shrimp-fueled feud with Elizabeth was resolved. That, of course, did not turn out to be the case. Shanae's villainy continued when she invaded a group date despite the fact that her team had lost the coveted Bachelor Bowl. Enke not only stole Clayton's time, but she also threw the winning team's trophy into a pond as part of her crazy rage. Clayton predictably became aware of Shanae's actions, and it was then that she demonstrated that she is not just evil but also an evil genius. Enke shed some crocodile tears and apologized to the other participants, eventually admitting in a confessional portion that it was all a ruse. Shanae may be a bad person, but she's a fantastic actress. Shanae received another rose and survived another week despite her utterly crazy conduct. Many fans believe that the situation has deteriorated to the point where Clayton must be held somewhat responsible for enabling this insanity to continue. To his credit, he is appalled as everyone else as he watches the episodes and discovers the actual degree of Shanae's craziness. It's honestly scary how manipulative Shanae is. Like she is secretly a serial killer, says a comment that Clayton retweeted during Monday night's episode. Secure her. She's already destroyed all of my credibility, the former pro football player continued. Jokingly, we're sure. It's amusing, but Shanae's continued reign of terror raises real concerns about Clayton's abilities as a character judge. If he was more open to the signs that the other women in the house were sending, such as when they blatantly ridiculed Enke on Monday's comedy-centric group date, he wouldn't be in the position of letting one sour apple ruin his entire season. Longtime Bachelor Nation residents were always aware that something like this has occurred in the past. For example, Luke Parker and Jed Wyatt were both nasty characters who advanced far further than they should have during Hannah Brown's season. However, in most situations, the villains are far more subtle than Shanae, who seems to be relished getting away with the heinous actions right in front of everyone. And if Clayton doesn't act quickly, he may find himself losing the support of both viewers and the women who could be battling for his love. To continue, many Bachelor Nation residents decided to wait and see how Clayton conducted himself before forming an opinion about the former pro football star. And when he picked Shanae over Elizabeth, many people assumed they had all the information they needed. Is it, however, his fault that he was duped by the snake like Shanae? Shanae had been channeling most of her rage towards Elizabeth until Clayton startled the world by sending her home and gave Enke a rose instead. To say the decision was unpopular would have been an understatement. Viewers were perplexed by Clayton's decision, and many rushed to social media to vent their rage. I hope Clayton is ashamed because he sent home the wrong girl. Elizabeth is a good person and I admire her for taking the right road. Shanae is using him like a fiddle and I'm outraged by how the show maintains the villains, someone tweeted. How is Shanae so brilliant at gaslighting and how is Clayton's doofus butt not seeing through it, another said. It's the fact that if Clayton asked everyone else about the Shanae situation, he'd find out so much faster, a third person added. The situation appeared to be even worse on Instagram, and Clayton's DMs were filled with viewers who were not pleased with the way he handled the drama. Corrigan, on the other hand, was having none of it. It has come to my knowledge that some of you are sending hate messages to Clayton, she posted on her Instagram story. I understand you want to help me, and I appreciate it, but just keep in mind that we are here to climb above, not stoop beneath. Convert your rage into love and support for the other girls. Everyone's mental health is important, yes, including Shanae's. Talk about taking the moral high road. You'd think Shanae would be reading these kinds of things like that and feel bad about how she treated Elizabeth. But we doubt Shanae feels bad about anything she's ever done. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Trendy Viral now, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching!